All right, what is going on? We're on the dive bar today with the fellas from the Dive Bar podcast. We're hyped up. We're going into Dolphins season. It's going to be freaking electric. But more importantly, we got a big event coming up with the Dive Bar guys down here in Miami, and we're amped up. So shout out to the Dive Bar guys. We're hyped to be here, and let's roll that tape.
I'm putting the helmet on as always.
The opportunity is right now.
Terrific defensive play. Intercepted. Off the back. Two on the move. Going deep. Speed race. He's got Hill. He's got Hill. The Dolphins have recaptured the lead.
Nailed it.
Good. That was like a professional over there.
That was,
like you guys
by
are
the way,
professionals.
your guys' intro is electric. It got me fucking amped up for
Yeah,
football.
it's too bad that half of the players on that don't play for the Dolphins anymore.
Yes.
So it is an electric intro because that was the most electric season that the Miami Dolphins did have. All those highlights are from the 2023 season.
That was such a good year, man. I reminisce over those memories a lot, and I'm hoping we can feel that again this year.
It's definitely the funnest year of my fandom. I mean, besides the Chad Pennington run and Anthony Fasano catching those flag routes against the Jets to clinch the division, stuff like that. That was fun.
Devon Best being a number one receiver.
Devon Bess. Oh yeah, of
What a
course.
time, man. Was that
But
that
hey-
also the year Commanders game, right? In DC, or was that 24?
Oh, that was like, oh no, that was 2023. Yeah, that was still
Yeah.
2023. Yeah,
Such a good game.
yeah, I was there too. I was at that one. What a shitty stadium. But anyway, we are on. Speaking of new seasons, we are on the cusp. We are finally made it. We are less than 24 hours. Well, a little more than 24 hours away from NFL football.
Turn up, boy.
Official NFL football, and we have the Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts, where we are underdogs by 1.5 points. I'm sure that I think there was some movement in the line, and whatnot.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah, both teams are kind of favored. It's almost like a pick 'em at this point, but still, that's where we start. That's where we begin. And since I took the long-winded intro, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna say it right too, Bobby. Stay tranquilo.
Oh, yeah,
I was proud of
nailed
you.
it. That was
Yeah.
he
Beautiful.
nailed it.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
We'll start with,
I mean,
we'll start you on.
I can't believe we were 2.5 point dogs at one point going into this week. Was like the biggest middle finger to the Fins. I mean, it was almost like gotta pick them, even if you're not a Dolphins fan. Like you gotta pick them because Daniel Jones is starting at quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. They just picked their quarterback 3 weeks ago, maybe, between Anthony Richardson and him.
Mhm.
So to see us as 2.5 point dogs, I think is a testament what this year is going to be. Like no one believes in us. Like you see the preseason rankings, we're ranked 26 in a bunch. Like Tua's not even a top 20 quarterback in people's eyes. Like if anything, we are the biggest dogs going into this season, and I feel like that's great for this team.
Finally.
I have to agree, man. Like, I see a couple of people in the chat are talking about the injury report. Like, listen, guys, the ones are ready. The ones are playing. Just be fucking excited. The ones are playing. We're good. We got our starting offensive line starting the year. That's all I cared about. That was like my biggest concern. Austin Jackson's ready. Huge for us. Like, I can't even tell you. I am so confident about us beating Indy that today on Twitter, I actually posted, I said, listen, if we do not beat Indy, next Tuesday's show, I will sing "This is our team, this is our time." I will rip it. I will rip that whole song karaoke
This is our
style.
Colts. This is our
And I
team.
might still do
We
it.
love you.
For the shoe. Like, I might still rip it even if we win, just for the culture.
Let-
How to do it.
I'm on the same page as where it's, after the disappointment of 2024, I felt it since week 2, leaving that stadium after like watching Tua go down again. I think I left in like the third quarter. I'm like, I can't sit through the rest of this game. This season is probably like the lowest expectation and that people have had throughout this 6-year build that we're in right now. So it does feel good. And this would be the time that Miami does go on a run, because that's just the Miami Dolphins way, is to do the opposite of what you're expected to do. So honestly, that actually does give me hope, where we could just win 10, 11 games, but you got to start the season. And we'll do at the end of the episode, we're going to do our season predictions, but you have to go 6-2 or 7-1 in those first 8. You have to, because that back end of the schedule is brutal. Those away games, you're facing all playoff teams, not just playoff teams, not just fringe 7 seeds. You're playing like the Ravens, okay? You're playing the Bills again. You're playing some good ass teams.
Pittsburgh, Washington,
Pittsburgh, yeah. Yep. You're playing contenders.
Cincinnati,
which is great for us if you really think about it. Like, dude, you want to know if this team's a playoff team?
Sure.
Second leg of the season. Let's see what we're about.
Sure.
The thing is, too, if you look at last season, I remember looking at the schedule, and those first 7 games were like, we're going to go 7-0, right? Obviously, Tua got hurt really early on in that Buffalo game, but schedule is essentially built very similar to last year, where you look at those first 7 games, and to your point, like, you got to be somewhere there, 5-2, 6-1, kind of like really, really dominate those games, because anything can happen in that latter half of the season. And historically, obviously, Dolphins just can't play football in December and January, right? Like, that's the narrative.
Yeah, looking at the schedule, I think respectfully, obviously it's any given Sunday, but respectfully, there's only 2 teams in the first 10 weeks that should beat us. And that's Baltimore and Buffalo twice. Like, you should win 7 games the first 10 on paper. I think another underrated part of the going back to the expectations as a fan and podcasters, which we all are, I love that, like, there is no expectations. Like, we're not up here this year. We're not like ready to fall off a cliff if something goes wrong. We're kind of like, I'm just ready to like watch football. And like, if they rip off 7 straight wins to start the season, like, hell yeah. But like, I don't think we're like going to be on suicide watch as much as past years.
I agree with that, but if we lose to Indy and New England to start the year, we're on suicide watch. I'm sorry. There's no freaking question about that.
We're back.
Dude, that would be a disaster. Honestly, that would just be a disaster. And I guarantee that New England's going to be favored coming into week 2. They're already favored as second seed I should say the second place team in the AFC East. So I can definitely see them coming into Miami, maybe favored by a point, but it doesn't really mean anything. I don't think that Miami's going to lose to New England. It's just, you're right. If we do lose to Indy, it could turn into 0-2 with, if everything goes wrong.
I mean, here's where my head's at with the second half of the season. Every year we've complained about the trenches. We went all in on the trenches this offseason.
Sure.
I'm talking balls deep. So at the end of the day, for me, we're ready. I mean, we're building a team for December instead of building a team to look cute.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, that's just where my head's at. I mean, listen, yeah, we still have some short receivers. I get that, whatnot. But if you're dominating the line of scrimmage, like we were talking about with Kurt, if you're dominating the line of scrimmage, it's not going to matter who you have at receiver because it's going to be open. They have to respect the run game. If you have to respect the run game, this team, I know we're going to go through predictions later, but it's going to win a lot of games. So I'll tell you after. I'll save it.
Spoiler alert,
it's got to start with the running game. That's for damn sure. If we can't run the damn ball, it's going to be a long season for the offense.
And, we did just get some news right before the podcast, too. It hit the timeline. I'll bring it up here. The week 1 injury report. We are all too familiar with the CVS receipt-style injury reports. And week 1 Dolphins did not disappoint. They made it a little long. They added some guys that were in there in full just to kind of extend it and troll us a little bit, I think. But let's go through that. I don't think Bonner and Jalen Wright, they were, DNPs, do not practice. I don't think that's any surprise there. But then we have the guy who was definitely not injured, per Mike McDaniel about 7 different times, listed as a did not practice with a hip injury. Now, if it actually is a hip injury, or maybe they just had to list something for him not practicing, who knows? But again, this front office, Greer, Mike McDaniel, and I know that the coaches have no obligation to tell you about injuries, have a little history of shifting positively injury timelines. So what are you guys' thoughts on the did not practices so far?
Go ahead, Bob.
Thanks. Yeah, I think it's weird that Darren Waller hadn't practiced all week after like being ramped up to like not being ramped up or whatever the hell's going on.
He's
But
been being ramped up for 2 weeks. We got the same answer for 2 weeks. Well, we're just
Yeah.
ramping him up. We're slowly bringing him in. We're ramping him up. We're ramping him up. 14 days later, we're still ramping him up. And the game Sunday, brother.
on the contrary, I feel good about the rest. I feel really good about the rest. You got Achan's back. Apparently, he's ready to go week 1. He said he's back to 100% in his press conference just an hour ago. So honestly, all the boys that we need to go beat Indy are back and good to go. So I'm feeling good about it. I mean, like Go said, I think they added a bunch of people that really didn't need it. I guess if you get any kind of treatment, you have to go on the injury report, right? So like if you get a hamstring rub, you're on the injury report apparently. So there's like 8 full participants and like 5 limited and 3 DMPs, something like that.
So we went over the DMPs, and then the limiteds was Devon Achane, which we know his calf is good, and he's been practicing. He's been practicing all week, even for the non-listed practices and walkthroughs. Ashton Davis is one too because he didn't practice for the majority of the offseason, but he was in there. D. Eskeridge, he had a concussion, so he'll be fine. He'll come off that concussion protocol, and he's a big one too because that's our 5th wide receiver right there. You know, him and Taj are going to be important. You know, you have the big 3, Malik, Tyreek, and Waddle, and then you got Taj and D. Eskeridge, who had a great preseason, so he's going to be important. Tyreek didn't practice, all offseason, but he was limited as well. And then the big one on the right tackle, Austin Jackson, limited in practice, but he is out of the boot, and it sounds like he's 100% go. So that's really important for this offensive line.
Yeah, from what we know, Austin Jackson kind of confirmed it. He got stepped on a few weeks back, and they basically just said, That's enough.
Yeah.
Go sit down.
Yeah.
Go sit down somewhere. We'll see you week 1. So,
Yeah.
And the boy put in a lot of work.
AJ's going to be huge for us.
Huge because you saw what happened. It was kind of like, it's funny. I kind of parallel it to remember when Connor Williams went down in the Titans game and everything kind of that was the end of the season right there in hindsight. When Austin Jackson went down last year, it was like the offense you could not move the ball. It was crazy. I'm sure there were other things that, were the cause of that, but as soon as he went down, you couldn't move the ball on the ground.
everybody has their reason, but I always go back to Austin Jackson. I think Austin Jackson got a lot of people's respect at that moment because we went from like averaging 6 yards a carry to couldn't run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had to start using the screen game as a run game. And there was only one common denominator, and that's Austin Jackson's gone. So hate him or love him, he has battled injuries. Austin Jackson is that important to the right side and the overall success of the run game, clearly. So I hope he's ready to roll, baby.
Yeah, I would say my only negative take about the injury report is that whole Waller situation. I think what bothers me the most about the Waller situation is, okay, you didn't want to start him in joint practices, but you're okay with starting him in contact on week 1 live? Like, it just doesn't, it didn't really make sense to me. With that being said, shelf him, use him for red zone situations. I'm cool with it. I don't know how progressive he is with the playbook. Like, I know that's a big thing, but I'm not going to sit here and harp on tight ends. Mm-hmm. We got a roster full of dogs. So I'm not going to sit here and harp on one guy, a guy that is coming out of retirement, the Rosenhaus special. Like, I'm not worried about that right now.
Yeah, I agree with that because to your point, we got dogs all over the offense and we know we've had them, right? But you saw what happened last year where those dogs weren't really at the same level that we've seen them in the past. And we relied heavily on Jonnu last year. Jonnu honestly was our only Pro Bowler, arguably the best offensive player that we had majority of the games, especially when we needed them. Yeah. Is there going to be a shift in the way the offense is run where we don't depend so much, or Tua doesn't depend so much on finding those tight ends in short passing situations, end zone, right? Like that's where I struggle with it because we relied so much on the tight end last year, where now here we are and we don't have that same productivity essentially because we lost Jonnu.
I think some of that for me goes back to like what I was saying about Austin Jackson. I think some people went down, got injured. The run game was puttering. And I think it kind of just pivoted. Jonnu got the most out of the situation, to be honest. Tyreek's banged up. Waddle got hurt some. And then you got the run game struggling. So now we have to create ways to create plays in quick game. And Jonnu just really was there with his hands wide open. Like, I'll take all of that and got a new deal, a new home, and a Pro Bowl appearance.
I think out of all the departures, he's going to hurt the least. I know it sounds crazy, but if we're depending on a tight end to be the star of an offense, we're fucked, boys.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I love John as much as the next guy, but not really the focus of a Mike McDaniel offense. It just happened to be like he did have a hell of a season, you know. So you know that's where I kind of agree with you there. And then there were some. Let's see the rest of the injury report here. Everyone else was listed as a full. That was on the injury report. So I don't think that there was really any issues there.
RDDB. Let's go. I love that. That's awesome.
So I know that it kind of takes a minute to do these. I don't know if you want to jump into the season. I'm pulling up an Excel spreadsheet because Eric just couldn't make it today. So I'm going to play a little bit of a producer role here. I'm going to bring up the Excel spreadsheet, and then we can do our if you want to do official season predictions, unless you guys want to talk about the Colts a little bit more.
No, the only other thing I had was the interior O-line is going to be exponentially better.
Oh my God!
Like,
sure.
You guys don't realize how important that is to every facet of this offense. I think that's going to be the main reason we get back to the 2023 offense.
I'll add this too. I was on the shout out to Reason inside the NFL. I was on his roundtable last night with a bunch of awesome people. Great conversation.
I watched, by the way. It was awesome, Bob.
Another thing, Alf actually brought this up from 3 yards per carry is you don't want Tua throwing 50 times a game. So if we can establish that run game and keep Tua clean and get him back to being that efficient 2023 playoff play action, take what draw the defense up, take advantage of it on your deep attempts. You can get that from Tua. You got the best Tua. You can win against any team with a run game and Tua being efficient Tua, not Tua throwing 47 times and without having a run game. And I think that's something that's going to be amazing to see, that we're going to actually be able to lean in, get nasty, make teams come up, put a helmet on a helmet, and take some of that high two shell away and be able to actually get some of these fireworks back. So I thought that was a great point by Alf, getting back to the efficient Tua and being able to take advantage of some of that play action more.
I did do a little bit of a deep dive stat the other day. I think it was yesterday I posted it. It was about the offensive line. And I made sure I verified it because I didn't want to, have any kind of situation or hand where we're putting out misinformation. But, Dipar would never, ever do that, ever. So I did put out a tweet. It has been 710 days since the Miami Dolphins starting offensive line, as anticipated in the offseason, is rolling out 5 of the starters.
Hit the horns again, please.
The last time that happened was in 2023, obviously in the Denver Broncos game. That was the last time that the anticipated starters from the offseason have played together in a game on the offensive line. And the way I got there was, if you remember 2024, we did roll out Robert Jones and Liam Eichenberg, who were technically the anticipated starters, but you forget Isaiah Wynn was supposed to be that guy coming in at filling that left guard spot. And he wasn't there until the last 3 games of the season, and he left each game after that. So, shout out to the offensive line. Shout out, you know what? Give him his flowers. Shout out Greer. I don't give him too many flowers. They're all dead, by the way. That he did shore up the offensive line and the defensive line, and fingers crossed that they last throughout the year, because that's going to be so important. And like I said, we got Austin Jackson, Patrick Paul, Jonas Savaitanaya, and then we got Brewer, Daniels across the line. It's going to be well improved.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is we're going to score 50 this weekend then.
You're damn right. Damn right. All right, fellas. Fellas, the official, you want to get an official prediction? Because that usually takes about 15, 20 minutes.
Well, we can pull it up and just kind of look at the schedule and give like an overall prediction for schedule. We don't have to go game by game.
Why don't we talk about each game a little bit quick about each week? Just real quick.
All right,
we don't have to make it crazy long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll pull it up here.
And I will say, before he does pull it up, Joe Robbie's lock of the week. Book it, bookmark this, do what you want. Ollie Gordon anytime touchdown at plus 155 is free money.
Already got that.
That's not even that bad.
Go.
They think he might score then. Like, he's going to get the goal line carries.
Just book it now if you guys.
This is actually the perfect time to capitalize off Ollie Gordon. He's RB2. And he's
100%.
not HN. So he's definitely getting the goal line carries.
All right. Obviously, we're going to start off with Dolphins at Colts. I think we are in consensus here. They're starting Daniel Jones. The defense, I know that people talk about their secondary. Listen, and I love Xavier Howard, but if you're going after Xavier Howard, who obviously still got love you, X, but if you're using him as your cornerback one, 2 weeks before the season, you're pulling him in and looking for help. I don't think that secondary is going to be as short up as you think it is. So, I'm looking at 28-17, 24-17, 24-10, around that area.
Fair. What about you, Bob?
Yeah, I think 27-17 feels good. And to add on X, it's not so much a shot at X. I mean, the guy's been out of football for 2 years. He's kind of dealt with hamstring injuries his whole life. And now it's his first live action, and he's been back in the realm for 2 weeks. And he might have had to stretch those hamstrings pretty good. So that's not a small task for anyone week one. I think it definitely bodes well for us. 27-17. 10 has been my threshold the whole time for that game. I want a 10-plus victory. So that's where I'm at.
What about you, Tranquilo?
I got a dominant dub week one, 35-13. I think I don't think Daniel Jones is good. I think defense is going to lock him down. I think our front seven is going to dominate and put so much pressure on Daniel Jones. It's going to be a nightmare for him. So I don't really think they're going to score. And to your point, with like X running cornerback one there, I don't think that their secondary is going to be able to stop all the firepower that we have. So I think we're going to make a statement week one.
Breaking news: Daniel Jones is ass.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it won't shock anybody that I have a dominant victory in my mind as well. But I'm looking at like 31-13.
Yeah.
I think that this defense, because of the little bit of deficiencies in the outside, they'll probably get into the red zone here or not. But I think that once the red zone comes and the field shortens up a bit, we'll put some clamps on them. And I really do feel like this offense is bound to break out. I think they spent this entire offseason just salivating over shutting everybody the fuck up. They talk, we do narrative. I'm actually I hate to say that I'm so excited, but brother, I am so excited for this year because nobody loves us. I think Pro Football Talk had us at 29th ranked team.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's crazy. That was just like rage. It was
Are
rage
you
bait at that
fucking
point.
kidding me, dude?
Yeah, they are. They are kidding. That's just rage bait. Florio knows the way to get retweets and replies is
You
through
look at my
Dolphin
face.
fans.
Are you fucking kidding me?
it's through the Miami Dolphins fan base, so I don't take anything seriously.
I think the media knows that in general. They're just going to always do anything to piss us off.
Yes, like
We
numbers
gotta-
are down, clicks are down. Tweet something crazy about the Dolphins.
Tweet something about Tua.
5
tweet
and
something
12,
about
motherfucker. We might win 5 division games. Who the fuck do you think you are?
All right. Before we get too caught up on the Colts game, for the next, obviously we can't really do too many score predictions for the following games, but we can definitely do big dub, big loss, little loss for sure. So
I love that.
week 2, Drake May comes to town. Patriots. Patriots. Bobby will go in a circle here.
Little dub. I mean, Vrabel's gonna have them boys ready. He's just like you went, dude. You come out of those Vrabel games and you feel like you lost even when you win. You're like, we won by 10, but we're on here next Tuesday. Like, the offense was stagnant, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. So little dub, and I will be grateful to get the little dub there.
Facts.
I think that because Vrabel is there, that the hype is a little over concentrated. And I do think that the Patriots are on the right way of getting back to where they need to be, but they're going to need a year under Vrabel. And I think if anything, it'll be a little dub later in the year, but this week 2 will be a big dub.
Sure.
I'm on the little dub train there. I'm with you. I think we get it done, but Vrabel makes shit hard. I don't really know how good Drake May is either, so it could be a big dub, but I'm going to go little dub.
Yeah, same. Vrabel's had Mike McDaniel number, since he's come in the league. He lists the biggest thing, and this will be the last thing I say about this game, is the thing that sticks with me is when Mike Vrabel came out and said how he was going to play Tua, and he played him. I literally gave us the game plan and still did it in the game, and it worked. And I'm just like, dude, this guy just has our number for whatever reason. So he's got my respect as a coach, but we have to leave that game. Next week, week 3, we got Bills at Bills in Orchard Park. Good weather. So, Bobby, again.
Yeah, this is our first loss.
Okay.
My take with the Bills is always the same. They're our Debo, and that's just the way it is. They're coming down the road on their bicycle. We're all, tucking our chains and shit. Like, the deal. So yeah, until we beat the Bills, I'm not giving us a win over the Bills ever.
Yeah, this is the Bills are going to have a downfall this year. I don't know if you guys have noticed on Twitter, but Buffalo fans are not happy. Going into this season, they are really not behind the team. They're like, why the hell are we bringing all this old trash back? What is Beam doing? Ba, ba, ba. I think this might be the year. I mean, they're still going to be the Bills, but if we're going to beat them, we're beating them at home. So I'm going to go with Little Dub on that one.
All right.
I think this is the year that we finally win in Buffalo. I don't. What's the stat line that the last time we won over there? I know it's been a minute, but I just feel like with this whole underdog situation, like everything that we don't think we're gonna win, we're gonna find a way to get it done.
I'm all for it. I'm just saying.
All for it.
It's gonna be a dog. I'm with you. Listen, we can go into Buffalo. We've seen that narrative.
Smells like bitch in here.
Okay, here we go. I'm going with the L2 because I'm one of those science guys, evidence-based. You got to prove it. Until you prove it, you have to see it. But all right, we're split there, right down the middle. All right, we are
Fair
going
enough, right?
We're going to week 4, Jets at Dolphins. I don't really think we got to talk about this one too much.
Bro, rivalry jerseys. Can we all 4 just say big dubs in the chat?
I'm at a W. I'm at a W. Back to back primetime games for Miami. Bills going right into primetime for Jets too. So 2 weeks national television.
Medium dub.
That's 4-0, boys. Keep going.
All right. And then we got week 5, Dolphins at Panthers. Well improved Panthers. Bryce Young had a little come on at the end of the season. I still think that we're just a little, especially that front 7 is going to terrorize young quarterbacks.
5. That's 5-0 right
That's
there.
5.
Is that the Panthers game?
Hey, I'm not really good at maths, but I think that's 5.
Yeah,
Bobby.
in Carolina, I'm actually going to fly up and go to that game with my dad. So big dub, it is.
All right, we're across the board on that one. Then we got Chargers coming to Miami, 1 p.m. in October on the sideline, wearing the dark blue jerseys. This is good. This is a tough pick. Because John Harbaugh is coming in heavy.
Let me check my prediction from last night.
Is that a 6?
Still, Robbie's taking the W there for sure. Andre, while Bobby checks his math.
And I will say little 6 though, a little 6.
It's that Tua Herbert combo it's always going to come every time they play, right? So I want it to be a dub for the sake of the Tua conversation, but 6-0 sounds crazy to even think about. But why not?
Hey, you're the one who said we got to start hot. You're the one who said
why not us? Why not us? 6-0. That's a little dub. I think that's like a game-winning field goal. Is Sanders even going to be back by then? I hope he is.
Yes.
Okay. And I got news for you. If Tranquilo keeps it up, bro, Eric's out of a job.
I was about to say I can see it now. Weekly segment, Joe and Andre.
I like it.
Bobby, what's your official?
Win. It's in Miami. We go back and forth with them. It is the Tua Justin Herbert thing. It's Tua's turn. It's in Miami. Chargers have their own issues. They don't have the 2 stalwarts on the outside tackles this year. We have our front 7 improved. They don't really have anybody on the outside that scares me either. So like our one weakness, we should be able to get around a little. So yeah, I like us versus the Chargers.
All right. I am unfortunately, there's going to be a game we're going to drop in between. 7-1 is going to be great. Love 7-1, but I think that we're going to drop a game, and I think that's the second game we drop. So I have to go L there. I just think that Harbaugh is going to come in hot. I think it's a good team. I think their offensive line is going to give our guys trouble, although we're going to be putting pressure on Herbert. So he did have a great game against us last time we played, but so did Tua. So we'll see. All right, we are then going up to Cleveland. Still in October. Northeast kind of weather is going to be fine. There's not going to be snow. I'm probably going to guess it's like 55, 65 degrees. Sometimes you'll get you some 70 days in October. So I really don't think weather's going to play any factor. So at Browns.
Football weather, baby. Football weather.
Big dubs. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Joe Robbie,
The
Better
ghost
be a
of
big
Joe,
dub.
the
That,
ghost of
that
Joe
game better be a
Flacco
big
is
dub.
the ghost of Joe Flacco ain't doing it for
Yeah.
me. 7 with him.
Dubs across the board.
Plus,
there.
it's my wife's baby. It'll be my baby shower that day. They're not losing for me. Come
Dubs,
on, keep it going.
Dubs across the board there. All right, then we go to Atlanta, at Atlanta in the Mercedes Dome. Right after that, 2 travel weeks in a row. That's going to be, I don't really know what to expect out of the Falcons this year, man.
Yeah.
They're a young team, but they got a lot of talent. A lot of talent.
Falcons will be much improved. Penix another year in this system,
Mhm.
but you don't want to see them Miami boys on turf. I got the Dolphins track race. You don't want it.
Joe Robbie,
This one's tough. This one's tough. This one's tough. I hate the back. I hate the back-to-back on the road.
Yep.
You're going what is this? 8, 9, 9-0?
8, baby.
8.
8.
That's 8.
8-0 into the bye week, boys. We vibing right now. Hey, everybody's just jiving together.
Yeah, hey, enjoy that. Enjoy it because it's about to get
'Cause
ugly.
here we come. Here we come.
Give me a little dub on the Falcons.
Okay, I'm in agreement too. I think we take the W there. I think, again, overwhelmed. Anytime we play a young quarterback this year, I'm going to lean Dolphins a little bit more just because of that front seven. They're going to confuse them. The front seven is going to be good. It's if that quarterback is good enough to make that read, throw it hot, get it out. Those are the quarterbacks we're going to have trouble with because of coverage. But I think that we're going to confuse some young quarterbacks. So I'm definitely going to take the W there. Going to the bye week, get some rest, and then the Ravens come to town, 8:15 p.m. in Hard Rock Stadium. I almost said Lamar Miller. Good Lord. Lamar Jackson coming to town.
Miami, great.
What do you guys think?
Man, I hope it's not a big L, but it's got the makings of a big L.
All right.
Coming out flat.
You don't like the post-bye week against the Ravens?
Coming out the bye week, you riding high. You think you've earned something because you beat up a bunch of shit teams, and the Ravens come in with a real football squad and just beat that ass. That's just how I see it going down.
I hate post bye week contender games. Like that just you come off the couch after a week, you get back to practice lethargic, and then you're playing like a Super Bowl contender immediately. It's tough.
I'm gonna put it down as an L, but I don't think it'll be an ass beating. I think we'll make it competitive. But yeah, I think the difference in that game is, that post bye week, we're going to come out a little flat, but I think we'll do enough to keep it close. It's another primetime game too, right? Yeah,
it is
Thursday.
It is.
So I don't think we
Thursday?
want that narrative of, well, that actually can kind of help us.
That can help us.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
wait,
put it down. Another dub. Put it down.
Yeah.
Put it down.
All right. Trey
down.
switching up.
I'm actually
Thursday made me feel better about it.
I'm gonna go L on this one, but we'll see them again in the AFC Championship, and that's when we take the dub.
All right. I'm going to take the L just because, history repeats itself, and the team's got to show me that they are different this year. And, we beat up the bad teams, and we're going to beat up them good teams. You don't got to beat all the good teams. Just go 500, go 400 against these good teams, and we're going to have a hell of a season. Right after the Ravens, we got the Bills who come to town. November 9th, we finally did get a day game in Miami against the Bills. This is our first daylight game against the Bills since they complained in 2022. So that's kind of fun. So hopefully we get some sun rays November 9th in Miami. But Bobby, what do you think?
Yeah, still a loss. I mean, we'll see where we're at by this time of year. Their secondary might really be in a bind. We might have some key injuries. Obviously, this is going to be a lot goes into that. We're at the point now where it's not just on paper, like who can beat who. It's going to be a lot. We're in the thick of it. I still got to give it to the Bills. Like I said, I'm not going to shy away from that. The Bills until it's not the Bills. So small L.
Okay. Joe Robbie.
This is gonna be another L.
All right. Dre.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the L here too. It's gonna be based off of my current projections. It'll be our first loss of the season.
That is across the board. We're taking the L's. It's kind of funny that we're more confident in Miami winning up in Buffalo rather than them coming down. We were 2-2 split in Buffalo, and we're unanimous L's across the board when they come to town. Then we have another home game right in a row. This is a 4 home game stand, which is pretty awesome to get 4 home games in a row, which could be beneficial if we want to go like maybe 2-2 in these games. But then we got the Commanders coming to town. Oh, I'm sorry. Commanders
that's
that's in Spain. So
yeah,
misread on that one. So no home field advantage. they're traveling just as much as we are. So what do you guys think? Commanders technically at Dolphins, but in Spain.
I got this being the third loss in a row. And
Could be
the
tough
Commanders are good. But also I never like us on that travel. When we go across the pond, it's just like they don't wake up. I don't know. Like it's just we've never like that one time. What was it? The Brent Grimes game against the Raiders, maybe.
Yeah.
We like spanked them in Germany and or London. And ever since then, it's just like I don't know. I don't like it, man. This could be a very surprising win. We shake it off, get some good comp the previous 2 weeks, and kind of like learn and improve and show that progression that we all want to see. And that would be awesome. But for the sake of my overall record prediction, this is an L.
All right.
This one will be a W. Jaden Daniels, sophomore slump action. Leagues figured him out. Listen, so here's where my thoughts are, right? So I don't think the running quarterback's going to scare us as much this year because you want to run? Okay. Go ahead, put Chop out there. Go ahead, put Judon out there. Go ahead, put Chubb out there. Go ahead, put Phillips out there. Go ahead, run now. Let me see you run now. Maybe put a little Willie Gay on the edge. Let me see you run now. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I was going to pick him to lose this game, but after Joe gave me that explanation, I'm going to have to take the dub here. I was going to have it as a close game. I was going to have it as a close game. I hate that the Commanders' colors are also Spain, kind of like Spain colors. It feels like it's a little destiny there.
Now the tuxedos are fucked up, Tranquilo.
Yeah.
If y'all couldn't tell already, we have a new show coming. It's called Copium with Joe and Andre. It's coming Sunday mornings. Sunday mornings, if you're not feeling good about the game, tune in. They're going to fix that for you.
It's crazy because I did one of these like season predictions a couple weeks ago, and it was not as high as it is right now. So it's something in the air when we're talking.
It's called game week, dog.
Game week, yeah. That dive bar effect. Joe will talk you into anything.
And not to mention, we may have dropped a little bit on the cornerbacks, but dude, this is the best D line we've had and the best linebacker core we've had, and now 100%. We have a real Pro Bowl safety back there. Like I feel really good about this.
All pro safety.
All pro safety. Sorry, my words get jumbled when I get hype.
Although I don't know if that means anything. We had an all pro safety last year that came in from Buffalo. And
but
he was a sleeper cell.
Or did we get a retired all pro?
I don't know. All right. We split that one. I take the L against Commanders. Running quarterbacks are kind of tough on my end. Again, you got to prove it. But then we host the Saints right after that at home. And I think that's W's across the board because they're a train wreck.
Yeah, this is getting out of control. We're about to have a monster season.
Hold on. What happened now? Sorry, I get caught up in the chat.
10-2 right now?
No, we just got the Saints. We got the Saints coming to town right after that. And Spencer Rattler's the starter. Oh, yeah. And it's just
they might be the worst team in the NFL.
They're kind of in
rebuild. What was his coach's name in that show?
What?
Coach Brown? Jason Brown, is it?
Yeah, Coach Brown, the crazy dude. Yeah, the coach, the Last Chance to You or whatever.
Yeah, we'll bring him into town just to fuck with Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, I like us versus the Saints for sure. We get back on track right here.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna get back on track there, and then we go to the Jets December 7th. Gonna be cold. It's unfortunately just gonna be cold. December 7th. You're not gonna get away from that Northeast winter. I'm still going W. Tua has not lost to the Jets yet.
And if you're putting trust in Justin Fields, you're a joker.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's got to be dub.
Another game announcement. I'm also going to be at MetLife Takeover this year, so another dub.
Wow.
Oh, let's go.
Bobby's a world traveler.
Love that. I think we're across the board.
Is it December 7th? I might have to join you on that.
It is.
Come on, man.
Dolphins at Steelers, December 15th. That's a nighttime game. So that's nighttime in the winter on the river. You're getting that lake effect like crazy.
That's my third loss, dog. Dude, imagine if I was actually right on one of these predictions. It'd be so much fun.
Bobby,
I got a loss. It's going to be in Pittsburgh. It's going to be nasty. I think it's a night game. It's going to be nasty. And look, not to give these guys credit, but they have a lot to, this is revenge games for a few of those guys. John is motivated. Rams is going to be motivated. And, in Pittsburgh's not easy to begin with. So I give this one to the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers too, especially like late in the season. I don't think the Steelers will be very dominant in the first half, so they're gonna be in contention, but they're gonna need to get a win late in the year. And I feel like this is one that they're just gonna have circled late in the year to get done to keep them close into the playoff hunt. So I'm gonna take Steelers here. Tomlin's a G, and he's tough to beat.
Got you. Then we get 2 games at home in a row. We have the Bengals at Dolphins, like another prime time, back-to-back
But
prime
before you
times
go to the
again.
Bengals, that's also making sure that Aaron Rodgers is still playing football.
This is true.
I think they're just that is true too.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean,
They grind out wins in Pittsburgh no matter.
That goes for both of us, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
No, of course. All of my predictions, all of my, just so we're clear, all my predictions are with Tua playing football. Like,
Of course.
100%.
I'm not going to predict my quarterback getting
Dude, this is
If
our
not,
own
there's going to be a lot more L's on this.
All right, we got the Bengals at Dolphins, another prime time. That is 2 prime times again in a row for Miami. Bengals at Dolphins.
These next 2 could go either way for me. I gave this one a win in Miami. And spoiler alert, I got us losing to the Bucs next week. But this is the 2 games I see us splitting one way or the other. I think they're 2 sneaky good, well-coached teams that you can't sleep on, and I don't see us beating both of them, but I'm giving us the win over the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
I am as well. I think it's going to be one of those who has the ball last. I do believe Burrow's got a lot of firepower. But Jason Sanders is going to win us that game.
All right, we got W
last time we played the Bengals was a concussion for Tua, right? On national television.
It's redemption
as well.
arc.
Yeah, redemption arc.
Christ.
I'm with you, Bobby. I think we split the last 2, but hear me out here. All right, we're gonna lose to Cincy, but we're gonna have a chance to clinch the division playing that game. We're gonna lose. It's gonna keep the door open for Buffalo, but we're gonna win week. What is it? 17, the Tampa game, and then
17.
we're gonna clinch going into that week right there.
Okay. I'm gonna go another loss again.
Prediction.
I think that you just got to show me you're gonna beat these good teams. But even though Bobby's going to loss next week against Buccaneers at Miami, week 17. I'm going W there because I think that Miami just bounces back. You're gonna get 2 home games in a row. I think we do, get Baker Mayfield some happy feet, and I think we can pull that out. We just need Joe Robbie. I'm sure we can put him on ice there for a second. But the last game of the season is January 4th to be determined date-wise. That is going to be a January New England game. There's going to be snow. It's going to be cold. It's going to be freezing. What do we think?
Yeah, that'd be a tough one to finish the season. Not to sound cocky here because we're never in these situations, but I would be interested to see, like, do we get to maybe take that week off? Could we possibly get to a point where, like, we know kind of where we're going to be at? Not saying we're going to win the division, but if we're locked in, and health is everything, when we're finally going to make a playoff run here, they might take a chance. They'll be like, you know what, Tyreek, sit down. Minka, sit down. So, like, I would be interested to see us in that kind of format. I give us a small dub. It's not going to be easy going in there to end the season. Everybody's banged up. Everybody's hurting. But I give us a small dub.
Yeah, those late season division games.
Shout out to Joe Robbie on just fucking catching the phone at 1% and staying online.
Let's go.
Joe Robbie, are we beating the Buccaneers?
Yes.
Okay. We're on to the Patriots now. Dre, do you have a W or L for the
I'm in a similar situation with Bobby as far as how much does that game mean at that point of the season based off of the way I'm predicting this current lineup that game won't be relevant. But yeah, I think it's a close one either way. That's to me, it's a toss up.
Okay.
Put me down for the dub though.
I mean, I think at this point we have already clinched the division, so we rest the boys.
Me and Joe are on the same page, bro.
Yeah, we rest the boys. We get ready for our first home playoff game in fucking God knows how long.
All right, so the official. I have to run in 2 minutes, so I'm gonna post the prediction here. You guys stay on, but I'm gonna do the official predictions here. We'll start with Andre at a whopping 14-3 record for the Miami Dolphins. All right. Then we have
send them home. Tranquilo, send them home, dog.
Let's fucking go.
Then we have Joe Robbie coming in at a very respectable 13-4, probably resting the homeboys in that week 7.
We might still beat the Patriots with Zach. I don't know. Don't
We got Bobby coming in at a very realistic 11-6, where Miami's still going to the playoffs. Possible division clinching depending on how the Bills perform this year. And then I, Mr. Ghost of Adam Gase, is very still realistically and playoff bound Miami Dolphins at a 10-7 for the season.
Hold on, this is my pretend to be shocked face.
Not terrible.
They are in the chat. There we go. I gotta hop off. You boys stay on.
God damn, we're winning the Super Bowl.
Keep it tranquilo.
Yes, sir. Always.
My God, we're gonna win a Super Bowl.
Like, bro, is there like? Can we just?
But I gotta run. I will talk to you guys
See you
in
later,
a little bit.
Like, can we?
Wait, I don't want to hit end stream. I just leave studio, right, Bobby?
Yeah,
Just leave your laptop on and walk out your damn house.
Just leave.
Oh my God. There we go.
He did it.
Funny story about that, Andre. I was doing a live stream for a game. Ghost pops in randomly drunk in a hot tub, zooted out of his mind. He's like, yeah, I mean, what do y'all think? Here's what I think. Quinn Ewers, blah, blah, Ollie Gordon. He's like, anyways, I got to go, boys. Turns the stream off. The outro video starts playing. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Damn, that's tough.
No, that was pretty good, boys. We can just some final thoughts. Joe's got the ancient
game week. It's finally game week, boys. Like, I don't know if you see the energy is a little different this week, but yeah, we got a game this week, dog.
No, I'm not expecting anything less than a straight beatdown this week. I don't see why that's not the case with this team. Like, we're significantly better than the Colts. Like, prove it week 1, because that 14-3 schedule record, that prediction that I have, if we go and we lose to Indy, my prediction is maybe 5 wins. Like, it can get really ugly really fast.
I might have to delete my Twitter if we lose.
Yeah.
Well, first you're gonna sing that song, and then you can delete your Twitter.
True.
This is our team.
Dude, Joe, I think you should actually do the pacing, standing up, ADHD like McAfee.
Bro, it's so much better for me. I feel so much more live now.
Yeah,
like,
it fits.
I feel good, bro. I'm ready to pass block.
We just got to get you a higher stand so you get the like down look, and you can do it. You can do it for sure.
Yeah, I might have to go McAfee style moving forward.
Yeah, we'll have to get you set up in the
Good luck. Keep me in my seat at El Vecino, dog.
We're gonna have one camera just for Joe.
Yeah, the Joe camera.
We'll put a POV camera. We'll put the GoPro on his chest, and it'll just be him running around.
I mean, in all my glory, I would like to just walk around the fans and start interviewing them.
Hell yeah.
That would ruin the live stream though. But yeah.
That's what Ghost does, so why can't I?
Yeah, that's true. This is true. Yeah, so Andre and his boys are handling the production side of our live show next week. So we thought it was only right before you formally get to meet us, technically, and Andre and his guys. We brought them on and let them, because we had a production meeting today. And I was like, wait, why don't I just ask him if he wants to join us for the podcast? We're already going to be on StreamYard. And I called Andre, and he's always obviously cool about everything. So he was like, okay, let's do it. Yeah. And so we're excited. And Andre, he'll probably get some screen time with us and some ass time on the screen Friday night as well. So, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, obviously, just coming down is going to be awesome. But, like, we've been talking about this so long, and y'all have made it so exciting, too, and helped us so much along the way. I can't wait to do that. I'd do this.
No, we're pumped, and it's perfect week, home opener, so it's gonna be hyped up. Like, especially if we get that dominant one week 1, the energy is gonna be electric.
And just another special shout out to this guy below me. Like, this dude is doing everything for us for fucking nothing. Like, thank you so much, bro. You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart, out of believing in who we are and who we're becoming, and like, you're behind us, and like, dude, anything you need, I'm here for you, brother. I really appreciate it,
bro. I'm a big fan of your guys' show. I love what you guys do. Love that you guys represent the Dolphins the way you guys do. I grew up a Dolphin fan, so anything I can do, we can do to support you guys, we're absolutely here for you. And it's really just the beginning of shit that we could do together. So we're fucking pumped, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
I was gonna say more or less. You should get used to seeing this because this is just the beginning. This is this is a without ink on paper. This is a union.
Absolutely. It's just the beginning, boys. We're just getting damn started. Let's go.
Any final thoughts? Parting thoughts?
Tua MVP. Book it now, boys.
14-3. You heard
Jack
it here first.
Jones, comeback player of the year. Book it now, boys.
Ooh, like that.
You know,
Ollie Gordon, rookie offensive player of the year.
Book it now, boys.
Yo, y'all can't be in the same. Y'all can't be in the same room
never
together
sit again, dog. I ain't gonna front. Like I'll probably never sit again.
Oh, man.
Look, we were like, dude, this is kind of like a little test run for Andre. You know, he might fit in well. We might have to like do a little spin-off, a little weekly something with Andre, you know. And then we got on here and I realized we already have a Joe Robbie. So that's I don't know really if my bank account, I got the check-ins, I got the savings. I don't know.
Bro. Joe just got, I told you, I was like in the 11-6 kind of prediction when we did this a couple weeks ago. And I don't know. Then I started going down it. And I'm like, wait a minute. We can do this.
Shaking. I'm fucking shaking.
That's because you haven't drank in 3 days. That's
Oh boy.
I'm telling you, bro, fucking Pat Paul. This is kind of fun. I like it.
Oh my God, this dude.
Yeah.
You told him he could stand up and now he can't stop. That's the problem.
We're gonna have to get him over there. Y'all gonna have to get him a nice setup. If he's gonna stand up and do the moving around, we got to get him a professional setup.
We'll make
Speaking
it
of
a little fucking rip, you know what I'm saying? A little Steeler rip.
Speaking of, dude, y'all studio looks freaking phenomenal, dude.
It does. Dude.
Serious FOMO on my end, being so far away, but kind of tell people what y'all do because a lot of people are in South Florida here. Kind of talk about your stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just opened up a new studio space down here in Miami, right off Bird Road and 72nd Avenue, kind of like Westchester, Kendall, Coral Gables area, right there in the heart of Miami. And essentially what we do is we run full production studio out of here. So we do everything from podcasts, branded content, social content. We run our podcast out of here. So we have a local sports show that we do here. And then we work with guys like Javon Holland, Cam Wolf. We did Breaking House Rules last year. Javon obviously is now with the Giants. So it's a little bit of a different layout of how that's going to go down. But, we do a lot in the sports space. And obviously that's how we connected with you guys at Dive Bar. But this place is just a space where you can create. So if you ever want to come by, you're more than welcome to. If you're ever in Miami, this is the spot to be.
And bro, you just got Nikki Spolstra.
We did sign Nikki Spolstra.
You want to talk about that? How did that come out?
These boys were hyped. I was like, what am I looking at? They were like, hello.
Yeah. So Nikki Spolstra came on our podcast that we have, the Stay Tranquilo podcast, as a guest, and kind of went down where we were back and forth messaging each other on Instagram. Finally got to make it happen. She came to a space that we're using at the time to record, and kind of organically, like we just kind of connected, and she was like, look, like this is what I'm doing with my podcast, because she's got a podcast herself. And that's where the conversation started kind of coming about, where like, hey, like, is there a way that we can work together? And fast forward maybe 6-8 months, the conversation actually started getting aggressive, where it was like, hey, like, I want to do something with you guys and sign over to your network. So she's now signed officially to Stay Tranquilo Network, and we're producing her podcast out of here. She just had Alexia, which was on Real Housewives of Miami. Apparently she's huge down here, reality TV world. So she's obviously super connected in Miami, and we're excited to have her on because she's just very, woman empowerment, born and raised in Miami, from Kendall, obviously connection with the Miami Heat and that past life of hers. But she's an amazing person, and she's awesome to just be able to work with her and be able to do cool stuff with her. And that's going to be huge. And we got another big signing that we're going to announce next week in the NBA space. So,
dude, can somebody kick Mike out of the gosh dang chat? Nobody needs that negativity right now, brother.
Hey, freedom of speech, baby. Freedom.
I don't like it, Bob.
And so another signing coming in the NBA realm.
Yes. Yeah. Ex-NBA player. That's all I could say right now. Yeah.
A little Haslam action? What are we doing?
Ex-NBA.
Talk nice.
It's Not a Heat guy, but played 4 years in the NBA, and he won ACC Player of the Year a couple years back in the day.
I should know the answer to that. I mean, we don't have to sit here and play this game all night. I mean, I would love to guess though.
I'll text you boys offline
Yeah.
and tell you who it is, but
I think I got
can't
it,
announce
so
it publicly
keep it
yet.
in my pocket.
But yeah, that officially got confirmed today, so that was sick, and that'll amplify our sports content. He's big in the NBA space and all that, so we're hyped up for that.
Dude,
That's
Mike's
awesome.
out. Mike's out. Karen don't play around. Bye. See you, Mike.
Hey, that's crazy. Sometimes I forget that we have the moderators. They just get, sometimes they be like, you're out the club. Dude, one time I forgot Jonathan Cumpian was, he's one of our moderators. And somebody was going off in the chat. I thought it was hilarious. They had put, you know, when the baby podcast thing went viral, like Thea
Yes.
Vaughn and Baby.
Yes.
Well, we did one and it was awesome. And actually, I think that's what got me and you talking. The baby
Yeah,
part, because y'all did
we
it.
did
Y'all
one
it.
too. Yeah. And it was like
I
with
ain't
the
gonna-
Dolphins jersey on.
Yeah, let me be honest here for a second. We absolutely jacked you. That's what happened. You did it.
Well,
I said
we saw
"How
everybody
do you-
doing it, so
How do you do it? And then we did it to our gorilla, the 100 man versus gorilla, and did it was a hit. Well, somebody came in here with me as a baby as their profile picture and was like, "Daddy, I miss you. Daddy, why did you leave? Daddy." Yeah, I know it was crazy. But dude, one of our monitors like, "That's it. You're out of here." And he's like kicking everybody. I was like, "Whoa, do we need viewers?" Like,
don't kick
hold
everybody out.
on, Don. So I had to message him after and be like, look, we don't really care about much. Like they gotta really be getting nasty or like disrespecting like other people in the chat. I mean, as far as roasting me, like that doesn't bother me. I'm pretty used to that, you know.
No,
but,
and I'm just teasing. I'm not really bothered, Mike. Just so we're clear.
yeah, I think Karen actually did kick him though. It's over. Like you got to be careful. These people are actually.
We got shooters, bro.
I'll go find it and erase it. I'll go reverse it. Anyways, appreciate you, Andre, for all your time, man. We'll absolutely be doing this again for sure.
Absolutely. Appreciate
And
you
then
boys.
don't
We're
forget,
hyped up for
guys,
next week.
Heck yeah. Don't forget next Friday. We'll be back again before next Friday, of course. But next Friday, yeah. Down in El Vecino, live show. All of us will be there. It's going to be a time.
The bourbon will be a flowing.
Oh yeah.
And the cigars. Oh, how about this, Andre, since they're not on here right now? Eric and Ghost said they're not smoking cigars.
What?
Dude.
Do they not smoke cigars? I mean, what? I mean, you're at a cigar lounge celebrating with the boys. They gotta. Don't. I'll get them to light up something. Don't you worry.
I'm honestly not even worried about it because 2 drinks in, both of those guys will do anything. So what do we?
Exactly. Yeah. We'll get them. We'll get them something.
These are the sober HR approved boys, not Friday Night Lights boys.
Exactly.
Dude, Eric goes, cigars are disgusting. I hate to even smell them. I was like, boy, you better not sit next to me, buddy.
Oh man, yeah, he's gonna have a long day then.
All right. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Y'all always come through. Y'all always show love. Go show these guys love. They make so much awesome content. Like he said, it's not just them. They have a bunch of people under their umbrella. They do awesome stuff. Hell, they're working with us. So, you know, they're good people. Anyways, all right. Let's catch y'all in the next one.
Appreciate it, boys.
Yup.
Game week, boys. It's game week.
Get this guy.